104.1 WRLU. Welcome back to Kewaunee after the Storm pick up the 51-24 win over Southern Door. And we're joined right now by Jack Severin. And Jack, right away, I mean, first period, we don't have a whole lot about your match tonight to talk about. Tell us about your takedown. You did like a weird roll into the ankle, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, look what I found. You get the ankle, you get the takedown. Tell us a little bit about where you learned it, how you learned it, do you practice it? Tell us about that takedown.
Well, I saw it on a video on the internet, and I saw, oh, this takedown is pretty cool. And then the last couple of weeks I've been practicing it here and there, do it in the room. And it's a competition. I'm trying to figure it out. Last match right night, why not break it out, have some fun with it.
And so tell us the first time. I wish I had video because I still can't believe you pulled it off. The first time you pulled it off in the wrestling, is that something that you got to run past coaches first to be like, hey, could I do this if I show it to you and I can nail it like 100 times in a row?
I've shown Danny in the practice room before. He's laughed at it a couple times, and he's like, just don't call it, just be done with it. And before the match, I was like, I'm going to do it. And I looked over and saw him shaking his head. It was fun.
Well, you had a nice support nice show of support from the students because they were like me. I didn't know what the heck they were looking at. So coming off 4th place in the state last year, what kind of challenges do you see kind of moving ahead here, because you're going to be wrestling up a division from last year, facing some pretty stiff competition in a very tough regional. How does maybe your season kind of been working towards this point where you're facing new competition, some tougher competition, but I'm sure your goals are still the same?
Yeah, definitely. Denmark regional is no joke. It's tough competition. I suffered a couple losses earlier in the year, and I knew I had to up my game, so I've been working harder and dedicated to trying to get in, because I know that level of competition is just that much higher. I want to become a champion as my goal. I know I got to put in work to be better.
And coming off that 4th place in state, what is maybe the one aspect that you kind of took away from your experience last year, that when you went to the wrestling room and you've gone to these duels and tournaments so far this year, that you said, hey, I got to get better at this so I can reach that ultimate goal?
Just working harder in the practice room, because wrestle how you practice. You can't just show up and be good. You just got to put in the time and the effort, and that's mostly what I do.
3 years in a row to get to add a new year to your conference wrestling banner over there. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. You're too much for wrestling, and to be 3-time conference champion and go home 3 years in a row, it just means a lot for the team and wrestling community.
And of course, I'm sure it's not too much of a mistake that you're a junior, so you've been on the team 3 years in a row, and you win conference 3 years in a row. So congratulations, Jack. Best of luck to you this season, and thanks for joining us on the postgame show. Well,